everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Hellblade, Senua's sacrifice once again. In the last episode, we crossed that big old long bridge, and then a big-ass giant came out of the gates of Helheim and just smacked the shit right out of us. And now we're following the voice of our dead lover. He was calling us over this way. Where'd you go, Dillian? Dilden? Dilly Willy Fernando Philly. I see you. You're all bright and shiny. And now he's gone. Where'd you go, man? Hang on, gotta catch my breath here. I'm coming for you, buddy. Don't you leave without me. Keep the engine running, man. We gotta get to New York before sundown. He's still here. I don't think he's still here. Why do I smell pennies? Where'd you go?
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
So what happened after she met Dillian? You gonna keep the story going? Or you just gonna drip feed us little bits and pieces? Don't you disappear on me again, Dildo Baggins! I'm coming for you!
Nothing lives here, not even you.
God damn it, man, you need to hold still for a minute. You're moving too fast! I got the shit beaten out of me by a giant!
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembered this the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
So, that tree out in the distance. That's where we going. At least nothing's trying to kill us for once. It's nice not having to fight for my life every 2 seconds. Of course, I couldn't do much fighting with a broken sword, broken skeleton, my internal organs ruptured and bleeding all over my pancreas. We're just not in a very good spot right now. That giant did quite a number on me, and then Senua went and either cut or burned herself with her broken piece of sword right after that, in a fit of self-loathing.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real.
You're not gonna disappear on me again, are ya? Nope, but you are gonna flashbang me.
Where are you going?
Well, look at that. We're in a different time period altogether, before everything went to shit.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew, and dance with it, just like he does.
Well, some people just ain't made to dance. The sooner you learn that, the better. I can't dance worth shit. Trust me, I tried. I twisted my ankle, fell down into a stroller, and sent a baby careening into traffic. It was a very bad time.
What's your name?
Bob. My name is Bob.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Well, there you go. All you do is scream at the voices and then they go away. You showed him who's boss. You're the one who scared him.
Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Well, guess we're crawling under a tree now.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive.
I'll survive, you stupid ass voice. I've done it this far, haven't I?
It's a sign.
Ah, here we go. This way leads us to the tree,
He's waiting for you.
I
by
would
the tree.
think. And that looks like it's gonna have a rune in it, and somebody's gonna tell me stories again. It's just a feeling, but these damn rocks would get out of my fucking way. This and Elden Ring rocks keep getting in my way. Yeah, you're definitely a thing.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Sounds like a dick. A lot of people in these ancient myths turn out to be dicks. I mean, have you heard any of those ancient Greek legends about Zeus? That fucking dude. There was this, he's always fucking cheating on his wife with damn near every woman in Greece, and then there's one dude who found his wife very attractive, and he says, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and he sends a fucking cloud disguised as his wife to that guy. The dude fucks the cloud, and then Zeus comes out and says, ha ha, dumbass, that wasn't my wife, that was a cloud, and now you get to be trapped in a burning wheel for the rest of eternity. And somehow the dude got that cloud pregnant. It gave birth to a boy who grew up to be so ugly. Nobody wanted anything to do with him, so he started fucking horses, and that's where centaurs came from. I am not making that up.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
I'm guessing something sexual happens. That's usually how myths like this end up going. Some bestiality occurs, and then weird offspring happen. So, is this thing gonna tell me the end of that story? Okay, no it's not. There should be another thing around here that tells me the end of that story, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't want to miss that, because then my stupid-ass remark of something sexual would go to waste if it turns out to be not true. And if it turns out to be false and we do end up getting that bit of the story, then I'll just seem like some kind of weird degenerate. Well, I am some kind of weird degenerate, but you know how it is. Hey, there's that sword that was just mentioned in the story.
Take it. Take it.
I do need me a new sword after my last one broke. Okay, sword just starts screaming at you, I guess.
It's coming from there. And there. What are they? Look. Where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shop.
Okay then, so that's what that gravestone looking thing was.
The metal runes
It's one of the 3 shards of Gram.
there it is. Focus.
I'll just...
Focus.
Okay, that ain't no gravestone. That's a big-ass chunk of sword is what that is.
Go to it. It's not safe.
Don't go near it.
Well,
The king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrfing.
okay. I've heard of a sword by that name
I
before.
don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, comes the reckoning.
So big sword chunks are portals to crazy-ass burial mounds. Gotcha.
It's not safe here. Why would he do something so dangerous?
So is the shard of the sword I'm looking for in here? Might want to grab that torch.
Too dark. Take it.
I don't like venturing into the dark without a light source. And we could probably smack people upside the head with this thing, should it come to it. Well, someone's snarling at me. I'll snarl right back at you. Hey! When a dog growls, you growl right
For the
back.
trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Knock, knock, anyone there? Well, someone's in there screaming in pain.
There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
Found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
Yeah, hang on a second, ghost boy. I'll find a way around these... whatever these are.
Find him, get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
How in the fuck do I open those? I probably can't. Can I light this? That looks lightable. There we go. That has been lit. It be lit, yo. At least now I know I've been here. The circle on the ground seems important. But it probably isn't. Probably. But possibly not. Yeah, I can't seem to do jack diddly with that. These are just bars. Unopenable bars. And everywhere I go seems to be a dead end. Pretty sure I came from this way. Yes, and I ain't seeing anything. It's too fucking dark. I really ought to hurry up and invent electrical lighting. That would really help in dark places such as these. But no, that ain't happening for another thousands of years or so.
I'll find him.
Yeah, we'll find him all right. Ooh, another lighty-doo. There we go. Anything over here to the left?
Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice is dead? Not Dillian.
Huh.
He's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away.
Yeah, the voices are telling me Dillion's getting further away. I'm going wrong places.
Over this way.
Someone said turn right.
This way. Follow this way.
Yeah, I'll go. Keep on telling me where to go, voices. I will always listen to you. You always know what's best for me. Like when I went and punched that dude who was just crossing the street. Told me he was planning to assassinate me. So I had to get him first. This way? The voices ain't telling me to go this way. But... yeah, this is the fucking entrance. Let's see if it's this way. I don't think I've gone over here yet.
You don't know what they might do. Turn back. She has to
Okay,
keep going.
now they're
It's
telling me to turn back, and
She
what
has
did?
to keep going.
Yeah,
Go down
keep
there.
going.
I can save you. It's too scary.
What about this way? That looks like it might have another story in it.
I can hear him.
Yep, there's a story there. You gonna finish out that Sigmund story about the honey and the wolf?
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrfing.
So, Tyrfing. The sword we're trying to pull out of that tree, is that Gramr or Tyrfing?
Listen, Dillian. Listen. It's him. Listen.
Where you at, Dillian?
There he is.
I'm following the voice. You don't gotta tell me anymore.
He's going to save you.
Where you at, Dilly boy? Dilly my Willie Fernando Philly, where you be hiding? I'ma turn right.
It's not him.
No, so the left then.
I told you it was a trick.
The voices seem to think right is wrong, so left is right.
Another way, it's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way.
This way then. Did I just go around in a circle because this thing is lit?
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize.
Where be my Dilly boy? Dilly, Dilly, I will find you. If I wander around long enough, I'll come upon wherever it is you're hiding. But we will have to wait until the next episode to find him, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. God. Bye.